hunted near this lake last night, and it rained last night, but it looks like a beautiful morning. Off we go. All right, August the 3rd, making some progress. It's actually the West Kennebunk River that will be crossing by canoe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow morning, hopefully. Let's see, a couple other things. I just passed 1,000 miles. I can't believe it. 1,000 miles from Harper's Ferry. And a long way to go, but definitely want to recognize that milestone. I think back on all the places I've been and things I've seen, or it's been an incredible experience, and it's hard to put into words. But I've got more than 1,000 miles to go. So really not at the halfway point, I don't believe yet. Probably for another 90 miles or 100 miles or so. But let's see, a couple things, or at least one thing. Another fall here this morning. And unfortunately, I broke my trekking pole. Just snapped it off the lower section, and that's that. So I've got one pole that I'm using, and I'm hopeful that I can get this repaired, or this bottom section replaced, either at this next town, or I understand in Monson at Shaw's, there's a full outfitter that would be able to do this for me. So for the time being, I'm going to be stuck with just one pole. Of course, continue to use it for my tent, so I need at minimum one pole for the tent. But it's all right. We'll make do, and I'll get it fixed or replaced here as soon as possible. Let's see, what else? Well, the goal today, I stayed at this tent site that was about 18, 19 miles of the 37. If I can do 15 today, that'll put me roughly 4, and there's a shelter right there at 4, and that will get me very close to this ferry, and I'll be able to do that early tomorrow morning, early 9-10 o'clock, and then I'll be able to take full advantage of taking a 0 on Saturday, rest up for the next leg to Monson. So I guess that's about it for the moment before I fall again, and I'll give you an update as I make progress. All right, well, ending the day, August 3rd. We made it to the shelter through a thunderstorm, got all wet. But we arrived at a shelter, and really a neat lake right here. Not sure which lake it is. I want to say West Carey, something like that. But beautiful lake. There's a contingent of 8 or 10 girls, French-Canadian girls, on an outing, and their tents are set up around the shelter. There's 4 or 5 of us through hikers or section hikers be in the shelter tonight. Hopefully the weather will hold, and I'll be able to take a picture of us crossing the river in the canoe. Okay, more to come tomorrow. Good morning. Day 96, August the 4th. Just left the shelter. The bugs were incredibly bad last night. Just could not get away from them. They finally quieted down around 10 or so, and then we're active again, 4:35. So I'm up. And on the trail, it's just after 6:15, on my way to the Kennebunk River and that canoe, knowing that they're not going to be available until 9 o'clock. It's only 3.6 miles, so I should get there in about 2 hours or less. So I'm going to be waiting at the river a while. But given the alternative of just sitting there and getting eaten alive, I decided to move along. Anyway, you can see it's a gloomy morning here at the moment. Very, very foggy, cool, damp. Hopefully it will dry out a bit, brighten up as we get into Caratunk. The weather report I heard from one gentleman said tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be a rainy day. Which would be okay since I'm going to take that 0. But we will see. Okay, more to come. Well, here is the Kennebunk River. And I see what they mean. About 400 feet wide. And that is not something I'm going to wade across. So I'm here pretty early, probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I will wait for the canoe. At this point, I don't see anyone else here, so it's quite possible I can get across at 9 o'clock. Okay, I tried getting a part of it. All right, here we are, crossing the Kennebunk. I'm getting the effortless seat here, but
I'm not getting wet on.
no, I'm good. Doesn't look like you're splashing. Alright, we'll be over in a hot cup of coffee here soon. Just want to take a quick video of the place we're having dinner, right across from the Kennebunk River. Should be good. Well, after the canoe ride, we came really about a half a mile off the trail and to the Caratunk B&B. And nice place, probably 4 or 5 rooms, probably most 8 or 10 people, hikers, and spent the day kind of relaxing. Took a shower, took a nap. We just went out to dinner, so it's a relaxing day, and anticipate a 0 tomorrow. So it's been good. I'll be resupplying for the next leg, 37 miles to Munson, which is just before the 100-mile wilderness. We're getting there, and I'm hoping that it's going to level out a little bit, and we'll be able to make it with a little bit less difficulty. But anyway, signing off for today. It's been a good day, and we'll go forward tomorrow.